like to our ears, for we ourselves have truly enjoyed it as well. There was much this day that made us quite happy, of course, as you all know. But who hereupon enjoyed the foods about the Shire? Who hereupon was able to see the first joust? All right, let's make the knights feel a little better about that one. Let's all just cheer. Who saw the first joust? And of course we had the chess match. Well, as you see, there's much that pulled together that brought us a lot of merriment. For you see, I stand here before you really quite unsure of how to begin about this glorious day. But, you know, there was much that became quite sad at our joust this night. For you see, Tsar Ivan threatened the life of one of our own ladies-in-waiting, Lady Mary Hastings, and that great and terrible danger threatened all of our English subjects who were there to fight bravely, but, well, now a moment. You know, we've been progressing here for some time now, but I'm beginning to think that this is a regular occurrence for this little village. Dudley?
Aye, Your Majesty.
How often do we make progress to the Shire of Mount Hope?
I would say around about once a year, Your Majesty.
Aye. And how often do all of our brave English subjects find themselves thrust into this horrendous and dire peril?
Well, I would say... round about once a year.
Well, Dudley, what is the matter with this town?
Pardon?
Well, there are wonderful people about it, but do you suppose that they suffer through these unthinkable hazards on a day-to-day basis? Or do they perhaps store up their misfortune the whole year round, hoarding it in like trick-or-treating on Halloween, only waiting to just spend it all in one go? No, my good people, perhaps I have given you the misconception that there is nothing good Queen Bess enjoys so much as a rousing bout with some massive crisis. But, my good people, I thank you for attempting to please your sovereign, but would you truly like to know how to make us happy? Well, it is quite simple, actually. I like cake.
Bring her.
Everything you asked for, are you? Oh, cake, cookies, candy, and a big thank you. Oh, my good people. Ask and you shall receive. And of course, you know, on that note, in addition to cake for our next progress, we like single malt scotch.
Your Majesty, cry pardon, but I do feel compelled to point out that there is, you know, the slightest, tiniest possibility that this tendency towards epic and dire peril doth not, in fact, follow us, the good people of Mount Hope, but instead follows us.
Will that be a merry jest, Dudley?
It's every time.
Come now, Dudley. Why on God's earth would danger find itself drawn to the Queen of England? Oh, right. Yes. Well, be that as it may, taste some of those cookies for us while we talk to our people.
All right.
Yes. Now, my good people, we did welcome on to our shores this day our guests from far off Muscovy. I mentioned Tsar Ivan earlier. And as you see, though we showed them our hospitality, they did not receive it, as they scorned it by nearly killing one of our own ladies-in-waiting. But I say unto you, how fiercely proud we are of all of our people, and how grateful we are for all that they do offer to us. For you rose up against this foe with a blazing spirit. You had that true English fire that no Russian ice could stand up against. For I know that you all fought with such ferocity and courage, as though the fate of our entire nation were in the balance. But it warmed mine own heart to know that it was only for the sake of one woman. And you can see why I might find that parallel to mine own self. So I thank you all for all that you have done for us this night and every night, for surely you are a people blessed by God.
God save the Queen!
And God save you all. Now, of course, we must attend to the business at hand. Lord Chancellor, where are those knights of Muscovy now?
Your Majesty, I spoke with them earlier. They are preparing to seek an audience with you.
Oh.
Now, at your behest, we did not drive them like dogs into the sea. Although we were all ready, weren't we?
may end in hatred, so I'm right glad you did not. For you see, everyone can make mistakes, and we all deserve that second opportunity, Zara Ivan included. So I say we let this festival day end then, with the reminder that no matter what differences we have betwixt one another, and no matter what wrongs we may do each other, there shall always be much under heaven's bright sun that doth bind us all together, not the least of which is love. Aye. Well, as you saw, Sir Lucas this night, well, he was secretly wed to Lady Mary, and, well, that didn't exactly ruffle our feathers the right way. But we spoke with him, and we saw his noble actions at our joust this night, and we have decided that, though I annulled his marriage earlier, that was preposterous, for with such a love it deserves to continue, so I have reinstated their marriage! And now, as they have started their early honeymoon, we shall let them have their merriment while we have ours, aye? So for this final night that I celebrate with you this day, I can think of no better master of ceremonies than mine own dear friend, my BFF, if you will, Sir Robert Dudley! Dudley!
Just keeping you on your toes, Bess.
You do it all well.
Your Majesty, before I begin the lovely celebrations that we have, I do have one brief question for you, however.
Hi.
All these good people who are here at the joust this evening, they did see you were very brave, commanding all the troops and everything against the
yes.
Russian incursion. However, as I turned to face the Russian ambassador, just before I was, stabbed in the arm in your defense, there was... I couldn't see, but you seemed to shout something as you were moving to safety. It sounded something like High Dove Blue.
Yes, I don't know. I said, I shove you. I shove you into the line of battle for my defense. I shove you.
Oh, all right. I guess I was mistaken.
No, Dudley. Wait, Dudley. I shove you, Dudley.
I shove you too, Bessie. And, well, now that that's answered, Your Majesty, I would like to present to all the good people the bonny ship, the Diamond.